And I think that in the West, there's been a kind of hypocrisy about Hong Kong, of which the most important instance recently has been the way in which, in 2019, there was virtually no criticism of the violence of the rioters. They were treated as if they were heroes, not lawbreakers. This is utterly irresponsible because essentially it's encouraging them to behave like this. And you yourselves would never tolerate that happening in any of your cities. You would have the police out and, if necessary, the army in double quick time. And it's written into the basic law that there should be national security legislation. So finally, after 23 years, the Chinese government are introducing it themselves. That's a long time to wait. And no country would, anywhere in the world, any major country would tolerate a situation where it has no security legislation. What went on in Hong Kong month after month would never have been tolerated in a major Western country. So eventually the Chinese government does it, quite rightly, because they're responsible for Hong Kong. No one else is ultimately responsible for Hong Kong. The Chinese government is responsible for it. Right. So therefore, I think when it came to it, they actually had no alternative. And one of the things I would say is the total irresponsibility of the Western media and Western politicians in never calling out the rioters for what they were, which they would never tolerate. It's total hypocrisy. They would never have tolerated the kind of riots and destruction of property which went on day after day in Hong Kong, month after month, in their own countries. Right. So why should they expect China and the Hong Kong government to tolerate it there?